Hey guys, it's your girl, Deborah Catch It by Faith. Thank you all for coming in. Those that cannot make it, I pray that all is well. And we always have the rewind button, so you always rewind and always come back and see what's been said. But just now said a prayer, right? Today I wanted to talk about this afternoon because I did like little highlights with DMX, and so I want to do a little highlight with Black Rob. First of all, I like Black Rob as a rapper. I liked his woe. You know, that's what what he really known for me is his woe. So to me, he has sort of like a story of Job in a sense, where all his friends was around, you know, when he was high, and he had it all going on, and he was making the money, he had the fame, you know, but he didn't have the right people around him. He didn't have the right people around him. Pretty much when he got to his lowest point, everybody just, well, they've been disappeared out of his life for years, but when he got to his lowest point, when he needed the most, nobody was around. But when he passed, here comes everybody out the woodwork. Oh, I love him. Oh, I was around him. Oh, y'all don't know him. If y'all watched the funeral, I forgot what this guy's name is, something Gully, I believe. Let me just show you just a little clip. Now, this is supposed to have been a family friend, which the truth came out later on that he's more for Diddy. They said, oh, Diddy came to the funeral. Diddy paid for the funeral, you know, allegedly. But through the aunt and his recent manager, who tried to help him as much as he could, who he was last under and last with and last was promoting his shows, he got up and he spoke the truth on everything. And I believe everything that he said. And that is in the link in the description. You can go and watch that video afterwards, you know, and then you can find out, you know, what was the truth behind what Black Rob, what really happened. No, he wasn't on drugs or anything like that. Black Rob had a kidney problem. And as when he hadn't been with P. Diddy and the Bad Boys in the longest time. They say that Diddy was at his funeral and he paid for it, but no, he didn't. It's also two claims that he gave him a hotel room while he was in hospital for 2 weeks. That also allegedly wasn't true. This is Black Rob showing his more healthier days. Hold on, guys. This dog. This is Black Rob showing his more healthier days. Check that window and see if that's the Amazon guy or somebody. Get out of here. That crazy dog. And this is Black Rob also, for those that don't know who he is. Now, this is Black Rob in his final days when he was doing really, really bad. He was doing really, really bad during then. He was homeless, broke, and as they say, if the industry wasn't there for him, pretty much. Now they say, you know, we heard it on YouTube, stuff like that. Why should the industry take care of grown man? I agree with other folks too. If a person, hey Bernice, Flavor T, Vince, if a person was your artist and he made you some money, but he chose to go on because y'all felt that y'all didn't want to deal with him. Yeah, y'all felt that y'all didn't want to deal with him no more, this, that, and the other. Regardless of what, if I had an artist from back in the day, he was doing bad, I'm going to reach out to him because at one point we was cool. At one point he made us money, so I couldn't see him flat broke on his face. I feel if he had, because I believe he probably had no medical coverage, because when he left out the hospital looking like the picture that I showed you, he was still sick. He was still sick, and he was in Atlanta during the time. So they pretty much to me let him out the hospital because maybe he didn't have the right coverage because the man still he needed medical attention, you know, and the money, the GoFundMe that was all out there and stuff like that. Everybody had their own reason for doing something. Everybody's trying to make a little cash because in the link in the description, his recent manager, you know, had explained that all the money that people was collecting never came to Black Rob. It never came from that Rob. It was either for this reason or that reason. Some money did come through, but it wasn't as much as they were saying and whatnot. Oh, I gotta stop following. Yeah. So this dude, let me put it up here. Now he supposed to be a he knows the family so well. If y'all watch the funeral, but in the description, his new manager said that this guy here ain't nothing but a fraud. He was team trying to give trying to clean up for Bad Boy because everything he was saying about y'all wasn't there, y'all wasn't this. He wasn't there either. He wasn't there either. But the family, one of the aunts, if you once you look at the video that I put in the description box, she's a cousin, and she was there also. And she said, "Oh, he said it was a lie," and they got it was a big something after the funeral, with these people coming up, talking this and talking that. But let me give you a little bit of what this guy was saying. If y'all didn't watch, oops. Let me see if y'all didn't watch the some of the funeral. I think it was sad. I think it was sad myself, but anyway.
I heard a whole lot. And when that man was dying on that bed and sick for days, weeks, months, years, some of these people in there talking that talk, you wasn't even there for him.
Hey.
Be quiet. You want to hear the real Black Rob? All this other stuff, that's it. Nobody ain't saying nothing else. That's enough. Y'all thinking all the wrong people. All right, let's start thinking the real people. Let's thank his mother for sure for just having a badass child like Black Rob. All right, they came from 118th Street, 19th Street. They moved into projects. He was there with his grandmother, Mrs. Ross and Mr. Ross. Shout out to them. Let's thank all the right people. If you're going to talk about it, some of y'all would have made a phone call, would have talked to him, would have just called him. Check on him like you do your Instagram, your Facebook. He needed that. He freaking needed it. You understand what I'm saying? Where were you at then? Let's shout out to...
That's just a little bit. Y'all know that's all over YouTube. But that guy there, he wasn't there either. He may have been there at the very beginning, but he wasn't there either. He didn't lend a hand. He didn't do nothing. And why would, these so-called, all these so-called friends, how can you, if matter of fact, if Diddy was so into, helping him out as they claim, why would you rent a hotel room for a person that's sick to the core for 2 weeks instead of putting that money into some hospital care and make it, or have him come over to your house where he can get everything, the stuff that he needs, being that he made a couple of good millions for you guys at one point in his life. But he wasn't at the funeral, and he didn't rent that hotel, nor did he pay any of his hospital bills. Y'all got to check out that hey, Swoop Like Me, you got to check out that video in the link. I mean, his current manager told it all, and another friend, Ten Toes TV, yeah, he also did too. Now, I just want to show some of his video. This is my favorite. That dog, I'm gonna kill that dog. But yeah. But like I say, it reminds me of the book of Job. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Be quiet. Be quiet. Um, it, Stinky, make sure nobody's at the door. It's like the book of Job, right? To me, like I said, you have all these. Where are your friends? Like all my intimate friends detest me. Those I love turns against me. And we have people that we know like that. And everybody, when you get down on your luck, that's when your true friends come out. Your true friend, those that's in your corner, those that's with you. No, a true friend is this to me. And I only have two. And they're from my childhood to today. And matter of fact, three. And when no matter what you argue about or you debate about with a person or y'all been through something, they still gonna be your friend. Because one thing about friends, they argue, they fight, because friends are like sisters and brothers. Y'all gonna go through some stuff together. And if they your true friend, they will hang with you to the bitter end, you know? And there's people that's in your life for a reason and a season. And some people just, either to milk you for something or hang out because you're doing the same thing they're doing. When you stop doing the same thing they're doing, they don't need you no more. Or if you like an ATM machine to them, once they finish drying you out and you ain't got nothing now they're going. It's you have to watch your circle. You have to watch your circle. My circle is pretty tight. It's always been tight for some years now, because I experienced when I was in the world who my real friends were, and I found even when I gave my life to Christ, who my real friends were also. And they proclaimed to be in Christ also. But see, I was serious with mine. They was playing with it. That was the difference. I didn't want to change my life just to keep doing the same old thing. I changed my life for a reason, because I got tired of the old and I needed something new. But they was like, you still do the same old things you've been doing and still get up and go to church on Sunday. No, I don't live my life and I don't play with God like that, because I wasn't taught like that. So yeah, I just want to come up here and talk about Black Rob. Yes, I did. I thought the funeral was messy, because you hear when the guy was speaking, you hear people in the back. That was the family. They was hollering, "Well, where were you? You wasn't there. You wasn't there. What you talking about?" So he tried to overtalk that. And when like I said, the guy from Bad Boy, he tried to get up there and say all this and all that, and he tried to cover for him. Yeah, Diddy did this, and stop saying what Diddy did. No, he was Team Diddy, and Diddy was nowhere around. So I figured he was trying to get back in good grace with Bad Boy Records, or in good grace with Diddy for some reason. That's his thing. But yeah, it was. I think he didn't get the recognition that he deserved in his death. Because from DMX to him, I mean, I think they have two different people, but their legacy is still kind of like the same. He was sick. DMX, had his battles with drugs and whatnot, but they sent DMX out like a G. They did. They sent him out like a G. They did it. They did it. Where with Black Rob, it was a typical Black funeral. That's how I feel about it, And it's just that nothing's spectacular. No real people from the industry, no celebs, no nothing. So to me, they put him away like he lived, homeless, broke. Hold on. She might be barking at the ATM. Check the window and see, because your mother waiting for a package. Be quiet. That's Coco. Yes, yeah. DMX. I mean, they put him. I'm like I said, like a G. like a G. They did, and I just felt so bad for Black Rob. I did. I felt so bad for Black Rob. It was messy. It was petty. Um, it was a lot of arguing. It was a whole bunch of lies told. Um, nobody was there to support him, but his family. Nobody was there to support him. Where with X, like you said, everybody even supported the kids. Was nobody there to support Black Rob? So the dogs get excited. They would love my cat. Sure would. That that's a nutball. Yeah. So it was just sad to me. It was just a overall sad case. It was just an overall sad case. And so now the family is trying to get what they can get, and hopefully they can get. I don't know, because we as a people, and I keep saying this all the time, our young up and coming artists that want to be rappers and whatnot, don't chase the thing first, because you know what's in you already. So the industry, they put out this money. They first they need, if they know they can make money off of you, what they gonna do? They're gonna give a poor black, white, whatever color person $1 million, which they never had in their life. They're going to show them the big houses and the big cars. They're going to show them the bling bling and the ice. And right there, they sign it. They sign it. Uneducated and don't know what they're signing to. They're signing their life away to the devil. And that's how all of them get caught up. I think the new ones these days, they ain't having it. I think the new Generation X, they ain't having it. They more, it's about my cash, and I'm not with the BS. And also too, hey Kim and Donald, also too, they have to know how to manage their money better. Manage their money better. How much bling can you buy? How many cars can you have? You only got 2 feet. Some people have it for collateral, which is cool, but you can't have something for collateral if it's not paid for. And when the bank come or IRS come, they taking it all from you anyway. It don't make no sense. Hey, Sandra Brooks, amen, amen. That person is gone. They still making money off of them. Yes, they are. The person is gone, and they still making money off of them. They are. They are. And they don't look out for their families, don't give their kids absolutely nothing. And it's a shame. The music industry, and I say it once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, is a beast, ain't nothing but the devil. They give you the glitz and glamour and suck you dry if you're not knowledgeable and don't ever use an industry's lawyer. That's another thing that we do. We okay, let the lawyer look over the contract. They're working for the company. They're not working for you. They're working for the company. So whatever little glitz and stuff is in there, it's going to stay in there, and they're going to just tell you, they're going to sugarcoat that. And when you get a real lawyer and you want to get out and move on, you find yourself stuck because what you done signed that you didn't read. So it's just crazy. I think you're exactly right when they're selling their soul to the devil. Yes, they are. They are selling their soul to the devil because they're trying to come up out the hood. And see, Black Rob, he had a big heart. That's one thing about him. He had a big heart. But he spent his money very foolishly. Very foolishly. He spent his money. Even his new manager said he blew a lot of money. And you can blow a lot of money because guess what? You got all these friends coming out the woodwork. So you're trying to give everybody a little bit of cash because we all came up together. We all from the hood, and we all been through the struggle. We all may have been through the struggle. We all have been through the hood. But guess what? I'm gonna pull my family up out of here first, and there's a few people that I'm gonna let them see now that I'm here. I'm not gonna give you. I'm gonna see how far you're gonna ride with me, and how deep you're gonna ride with me. Are you riding with me because of the fame now, or you riding with me because I'm your friend? Those ones that been with me in the mud and still with me today, those are my friends. If you've been with me through the mud and you still with me today, you're my ride or die. You're my ride or die, and I know I can trust you. We pluck each other nerve. We get on your nerve, but guess what? We there. We are there like this. Um, Skywatcher Dennis is saying one of my friends signed with the company and they worked him like a dog. He said he's glad he got out of that before he was nothing. Exactly. Exactly. You're right about that. He play at the church now. Amen for that. A lesson to be learned. All of my bling bling is put away. I really wear that stuff down. Kim McDowell. I hear you. I mean, you can wear your bling. There's nothing wrong with wearing your bling. It's just that, don't let your bling be all in your eye. I'm talking about sometimes even yes, materialistic things can change a person's personality. You ever see a plain Jane that was, nice girl, this, that, and the other, and always pleasant and this, that, and the other. As soon as she started dressing a different way, got some weave in her hair, some lashes on them eyeballs, got some MAC makeup, and now she's a whole different person because she let material things, a dress, clothes, and makeup change who she is. It happens. It happens. People do the strangest, weirdest stuff, not just sit back and look like, what's wrong with you? Do you was feeling some type of way before you put all that on? That now that you got that on, you feel it makes you feel beautiful. That now you're a whole different person. That now you're it makes you a whole different person. Like I tell my granddaughter all the time, don't let hair and clothes change who you are because that's materialistic. It wears out. It gets old. Um, God taught me about the bling. It's nothing, man. That was a hard lesson too. I hear you. I hear you. Yes, I hear you. So I just wanted to come up and share some highlights on Black Rob that how I felt and how things went, and it's just a shame that to come out of hospital sick and you die a few days after that because his new manager, um, he went step by step the things that he had for Rob, all the setups that he had for Rob, and the shows that he was going to do and whatnot. Now, had he had the strength and to do those few shows, I think he would have lived if he would have got sick after that because he would have had the money. He would have had the money, you know. But hard lesson learned. All that money was just went down the drain, and it wasn't with drugs or anything like that. He was just, as the Bible said, a fool and his dollar, and it just blew out the window. Just blew out the window. So we have to, it's all right to want that rap, do that rap thing, that sing thing. Hello, it's Sister Wilda. It's okay to want the fame and the money, but there's a lot that come behind that. And number one, you have to keep God first in all that you do, and don't let nothing deter you from it. Because when somebody I'm funny. You can put anything in front of me and tell me to sign it. I gotta look that thing over. If I don't understand it, I'll bring it back tomorrow. That ain't happening. And what's I always tell people that even like now with the when the courts and stuff open and the landlords are like super ready to get their money, and these people got to go. And what some developments are doing is they're reconstructing. So the tenants that were there, they changing the apartments, they fixing this, they fixing that. But if you don't read that little clause to it, now they have a piece in there where they're going to put you in another apartment, and while they fix yours, and then you can come back. Now the thing that's in there is you have to check off the right box. Do you want to stay in the apartment that you're in, that you've been living in, or do you choose to stay in the apartment that we put you in temporarily? A lot of people just, just hitting it. They're not reading, so they just sign it. Yeah, here. So a lot of them are now stuck in the temporary apartment, and the new apartment that's been transformed is now going to somebody else. And they took everything out the apartment into a new apartment. That's a trick of the devil. So you have to be careful when you're being temporarily relocated. Be sure that you read that thing, that you signed in the right thing to come back. Amen. I do not want to get a female's attention from flashy stuff. I do not dress up with jewelries. I want to get them to look at me on the inside. Exactly. Exactly. That's so true. That industry is very wicked. Yeah, it is wicked. The music and um Hollywood. They're both. Hey Brittany Duh, how you doing? Yeah, so you have to be careful when what you put your name on, because it may be your name now, but it's going to be somebody else's later, because they're going to try to own you and put you back into bondage and into slavery, where you have to work your way back out. It's crazy. Hello, Rose Valet. How you doing? Yeah, you have to work your way back out. And it's just crazy. So you have to be careful. I don't care what it is. Be careful what you sign on that dotted line. Be careful what you sign, because the devil is out there and he's out there waiting. He ain't got no horns and a tail and a pitchfork. He look like you and me with a suit and a nice dress. Okay, so yeah, y'all network while you're here, because I I, I think I dropped some links last night and stuff. But y'all on your own today. I used to be into all that secular music, but God pulled me away. That because it's unhealthy spiritually and physically. Um, I would say it for some, yes. For some, yes. If it takes you to another place, then you don't have no business listening to it. As for me, I still like old school R&B. I do. That's what I grew up on. That's what I love. I love this music now. Is trash, garbage. Throw it out the window. I don't even know where it came from. But my old school R&B from the 70s, the 80s, and the early 90s, I still listen to, because it doesn't take me to a dark place where before I'm drinking, getting ready to hit the club, or I'm with some Negro or something like that. There, no. Mm-mm. I like the words of it. It made a whole lot of sense, and most of it is the struggles of being in love, or the struggles of being poor, or they have a political. They're being politically correct and through song, or protesting through songs, stuff like that. So the other garbage, calling women out their names, and men would, in order to be a gangster, you got to be a thug, and you got to carry an AK, whatever. You don't have to go through all that to have a certain image. You don't have to go through that. See, I even like the old rap music back then. It was clean. It was fresh. It was about coming up and, getting to be someone. And even though a lot of them got caught up with their signatures and stuff, their rap was sincere. Their rap was sincere. But because of not being knowledgeable, and back then the moms didn't jump out there with their kids and make sure it was going right, because they were uneducated. So if they uneducated, living in the projects, low income neighborhoods and stuff like that, and their kids make it, they like kudos. Now we finally making it out the hood, but they're not thinking about the backside of it. The backside of it. That's why I love some of the moms that stuck through there with their kids, no matter what. Like Usher's mom, she was one. Even DMC, Russ, he was behind his brother. I'm quite sure there's a few more out there. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there's a few more, family members that hung in there like, you're not getting over here. You're not getting over here. So yes, it all depends on the words in the song. Clean cut, exactly. Sister Wilder. Yeah, I listen to the clean cut stuff, not that raw, crazy, stupid stuff like it is today. So and it's still like today also, where you have to listen to what your children listen to. When my granddaughter's in there and she, doing her little dance and stuff like that, I listen. I want to hear the music that she's listening to, you know. And when I hear them Carly B's and who that Megan the Stallion and all that, no, that's not for you. That's not for you. Find something else. We ain't listening to that. Everything's about breast, butt, and sex. Mm-mm. Got plenty of time for that. Yes. Hey, swoop like me. Yes. So I just wanted just come on here for a little bit and talk about my boy Black Rob. May he rest in peace. I'm just gonna let you guys check out. I did a little video for our fallen rappers that I like anyway. Let me see. Get that over there. Okay. I just want to. Can I make that bigger? Okay. This is my video for the fallen rappers that I love. That's my tribute to the rappers that I love. Peace to all of them. Yes. Oh wow. I didn't know Bushwick. Yeah, Bushwick Bill. He gone. Yep, he gone. So I just wanted to do that little tribute to you know my folks. My folks is some of the rappers that I like. That going too soon for whatever reason. Because I always say, but we all gonna leave this earth one day. So it's not what you die from. Hey, Bonnie Rose, it's not what you died from, it's who you died to. And I pray that we all die into the bosom of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. That's the main thing. So this is your girl, Deborah Catching by Faith. I just want to hang out with y'all for a little bit, just to share that with you guys. And I want to thank you all for coming in and hanging out with me for these 30 minutes. I'll probably come back on later. I'll see. And if I do, I'm just going to come on just to shoot the breeze once again. But I definitely want to put this here up for those that may want to come in, and just check it out. So, salute to all my fallen rappers, and my their families and children and everybody in my prayers. And hopefully we have to learn. We have to learn. We have to get better, and don't let um, fame and money and glitz and glamour head us take us out the wrong way. You know, have something. We have to have some type leave something where our children can inherit as we get older and as we continue to pass on. That's why for most people that we don't have that much. We don't have businesses and yachts and boats and all that stuff. But one thing you can leave for your children when you're gone is an insurance policy, and break it down that not one person shares it amongst them, because money changes people quick. Family will lose their mind when they see the first thing when happens when you pass is with insurance policy. So be sure that you have in your policy what percent for each child gets. That way, can't nothing be nothing. It won't cause no confusion because they're all going to. You left them all a little part, and it don't take that much. You don't have to spend $1 million, $60 a month, $30 a month. Leave them something, because bad enough they're going to be hurt when you go, but it's worse to be hurt when you go and you don't have nothing. You have to panhandle, while you're hurting and grieving, and everybody is all in your ear. You have to panhandle to put this person away. I think that's a selfish move. I think it's a selfish move, and a lot of people do it because they feel like this here. I'm dead and gone. They ain't my problem no more. I have heard a lot of people say that, and I think it's selfish, and it's not right. It's not right. So be sure to, you know, leave them do something. But anyway, ouch, I got this thing in my hand. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. And any comments or anything before I leave? Shout out to Be the Difference Clothing, Bonnie. Oops, sorry. Let me get him over here. Be the Difference Clothing, Bonnie Rose, Swoop Like Me, Jasmine UK, Sister Awilda, Ken McDonald, Spread the Light, uh, Rose Valet. I might have said Ken McDonald. Skywatcher Dennis. Thank you. Thank you. Sandra Brooks Brown. Bernice Junk Closet. Yes. Yes. Thank you all for coming in. Flavored Tea. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and Vince. I hope that you all network with each other, and that's what it's all about. Loving each other, networking with each other, and with somebody that's been hanging and swinging with you for a long time, and you don't see them, they haven't visit you in a while, like I always say, because everybody can't visit everybody all the time. But when you know a person's been visiting you and you haven't seen them anywhere in a long moment, go on their page and check them out and see the last time they made a video. And if you see they haven't made a video in months or something like that, you can't get in contact with nobody that may know them or something like that, take it to God in prayer that they'll be all right, and that whatever happened, it's God knows best, and let it be revealed to you what happened with that person, that somebody will come out and say something, because we lose a lot of people here on YouTube that we don't even know have passed on. But somebody that knows somebody will always connect with somebody, and then they'll let you know if they're within your chat. So check on your peoples, and not only on the YT channel, but in your own family. Don't be bitter and pissed off because somebody may have done something a week ago, a month ago, whatever. Life is too short. Life is too short, and when they're gone, it's too late to say I'm sorry. It's too late to say I forgive you. It's too late to say where my money at. So do all that now. You know, you work my nerves, but I'm just going to tell you that I do love you, but you still work my nerves here and there. You have to release your heart, release it from your heart to make you feel better, and to let the other person know, okay, I passed the baton over to you now. If you want to hold on to it, that's on you. But I released it from me, and that's the main thing. Release it from your own heart, and that way you can rest that night. Because 9 times out of 10, the person don't forgot about it already, and you still carry the bone. Okay. So this is your girl, Deborah Catch by Faith, saying, I love you guys to the moon and back. Don't think I don't, because I do. I try to support you all as much as I can. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. Um, Continue to have a blessed day. Wear that mask, social distance, wash them hands, and be safe. Until later, if anybody's going on this evening or anytime, just drop it down in the chat what time you're going on. I'll give you a few minutes. If you're going on or you're going on later, just drop the time down there, what time you're going on. Ouch. Yes, just drop the time. All right, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed. And like I said, check out the link that I got in the description. Black Rob's Manager Speaks Out. Very, very good. It gave me a lot of, peace to know that, all the lies and stuff that they're out there telling, which I knew were the truth. He stepped up to make the record straight. Talk to you guys later. Peace.